Hello, soul being absolutely beautiful every time. So we're back on to part two of the soul system structure. So in the previous video, we spoke about the three pillars that are foundational in ensuring that your soul blueprint, you're actually creating and living from your soul blueprint. So today we're going to go deeper into the first pillar, which we actually began in the first video. We spoke a little bit about it, but we want to talk more about energetic sovereignty. So with energetic sovereignty, it's why we want energetic sovereignty, because we want to actually expose the mind of the soul, right? This is your divine mind, and your divine mind is the one that is the one how your soul speaks to your human self, your limited self, right? So we're here for souls experiencing having a human experience, and for us to have this human experience in alignment with our soul, we have to get rid of everything that disconnects us from this divine mind, from the mind of our soul. So how do we access this on a daily basis, on a consistent basis, where we always feel that we have access to this without external voices? So in the first part, we said that we have to become so aware, like become so in tune with how our energy is interacting with anything that comes up in our mind, and the stories that we invest into each moment. So once you notice those stories in each moment that you're investing into, and you notice how your body is responding. Is it responding? Is it closing off? Is it constricting? Or is it expanding? Because that is how actually your body is your soul is communicating to you through your body to let you know, like, yes, go ahead, right? So when your body is closing off, pay attention to what it is closing off to and why it's closing off. And this requires you to descend from your mind and back into your body. So once you come back into your body, you become more aware of these subtle ways your soul communicates through your body. So your soul mind is not all it's not the way your human mind operates. It's never going to make sense at all. This is what the voice you want to lean into when you're in the unknown, because right now we're going through an evolution from your conditioned self-identity, from having psychic attacks, to actually being a sovereign being, having energetic sovereignty, so that you're not accessing you send your core from outside of you, and other people are not accessing your energy to do whatever they want to do that doesn't align with your higher self, that doesn't align with your best version of yourself. So we want to make sure that we're not leaning into all these ways that we leak our energy. We actually want to stay in the narrow path that is in alignment with our soul blueprint. So how do you do that? Come back into your body, you pay attention to how your body communicates to you, where it closes off, where it expands. So these are just ways of your soul communicates through you to just have you anchored into the present moment, right? We talk about 3D, the third dimensional, and your soul, your psychic powers, your psychic gifts, they're in the 5th dimension, right? They are not here. They're not interacting with reality, right? Like this reality. There's a bigger aspect of reality that is not just linear. So, but your human is going to be moving through reality in the linear way. Your soul sees everything from a higher perspective, right? Like the difference is between like okay, you're human being on the linear scale, but your soul being seeing from the perspective of looking down from the plane, right? You have a different area of you, but you still have to live. Your soul sees the bigger picture, and your human doesn't. So we want to make sure that our human and our soul are working together. And we're going to talk more about this in the second pillar, which is inner union. So Once you start paying attention to this, it's easier to, again, it's easier to hear that silent voice of your soul, your soul's mind, right? It's a very quiet voice, and that quiet voice, it's unconditional. The frequency is unconditional love. There's nothing wrong with where you are. It doesn't make where you are wrong. It's that really quiet voice. But when we are listening to the false self, when we're listening to our conditioned self, when we're listening to all these external voices and all these psychic attacks and all these energies that are not us, and we're not really in tune, we're not in our bodies to actually pay attention to what is ours and what isn't, we create emotional chaos. And this disconnects you from your core. And this actually ensures that you're plugging your energy into something that doesn't actually align with your soul blueprint. So coming back into your body, doing more things that actually support you, paying attention to how your body responds to your reality, how so that you're actually more, you're at your center and you can actually hear that quiet voice. And this is why a lot of people in the spiritual community tell you to meditate, to be still more, right? To just embrace reality the way it is, and then actually pay attention to how your body is receiving that reality. Because this is the portal, this is the doorway to your freedom. But we have been conditioned to run away from this door because, we just have a disdain for negative emotions, and it is understandable. But you want to work with the negative emotions. You don't want to make the negative emotions disempower you. You work with the negative emotions, and this is what we're working through. So once you feel those negative emotions and you're holding space for them, you're not resisting them, you're making unconditional safe space for them to just experience them in your body, not through your mind. You're receiving them through your body and feeling them all over, right? Once you go over, because it's gonna peak, you're gonna feel it, it's gonna get really uncomfortable, and you're gonna breathe through it. You breathe through it, you feel it, whatever, and you do what you can to ground yourself in your body. Notice when you're getting out of your body, but you're coming back you're doing what you can to come back in your body. Maybe that looks like getting barefoot and grounding yourself into the grass, right? Hippie style, right? It might look like going outside, taking a bike ride, and without anything plugged into your ears, because we want stillness. We want to still hold that frequency of receptivity into your body. That might look like taking a walk, and it doesn't have to be a long walk. It can be like for 5 minutes. But you just want to pay attention to yourself. You want to engage your 5 senses and listen to your body, because it's going to be so easy for your mind to take you out of your body when you're not supporting yourself. So you know what works best for you to really tune out of the mind and come back into the body. That might look like dancing. That might look like stretching. Whatever that is, do that. And once you do that, you'll start noticing you start getting off that peak and coming back down. And once you start coming back down, you gain that clarity, right? So again, clarity is found in emotional truth, not in mental control. So once you're here and you're noticing like, oh, okay, so where is this core emotional, where's the root of this emotional experience? Where is it coming from? And that's when you start asking the right questions. Like, I'm curious, what triggered this? Okay, I'm replaying the story from 2 days ago. Or, okay, what is the story from 2 days ago pointing back at me? I didn't like how this person said this about me. Okay, what is it about what they said to me that is that I'm still holding to? I feel that they perceive me in this way, right? I feel like they're perceiving me this way, and it doesn't align with the way I want to be perceived. Okay, you're one step closer. Okay, why is it so important that this person perceives you this way, right? And then you're getting deeper. there's a protective mechanism that is being activated there. And because you don't feel safe, because you feel exposed by this person perceiving you a specific way, now you're going to the wound of this survival mechanism and really paying attention, like, okay, what is this belief system that is not working in alignment with my soul blueprint? Because again, your soul blueprint, it works with where you are. It doesn't make where you are wrong. What makes where you are wrong is your ego blueprint. And we want to dismantle that ego blueprint, because when you're compensating, when you find where you are wrong, it's coming from a wounded blueprint. And that wounded blueprint is coming from trauma. It's coming from emotional woundings. And we want to detox those. We want to heal those, to identify those emotional woundings so you can actually heal them and recode them with codings that are that support your blueprint manifesting from where you are. So there's this really cool thing happening here. The steam coming out of the middle that just distracted me a little bit. So work with that. Let me know what got activated for you, and I'll see you on the other side.